words, and I am legally responsible for the safety and well-being of all her personnel, which includes me. I am hereby declaring an official marine emergency, and I am taking steps to deal with the situation. Woody puts a firm hand on the throttle of the stupid, and he pushes her all the way forward, out of the baby zone, and into the smoke hole, right up against the stop. And the stewbudge, that good old girl, she answers him. Diesel fuel pours into each of her cylinders. Black smoke belches out the stack. Soon we got 2 cylinders a burning and a half-inch drive shaft a turning. And the stewbudge surges ahead. From 5 knots to 5.5, and then to 6. My God, we're really carrying the mail now. Meanwhile, on board Shortweight, Cora, who has been operating anchor winches professionally since the 5th grade, is having problems with the control on the anchor winch. Could it be that she is stalling for time? Woody roars up, ties off, and steps on board. Cora, I need to talk with you. Well, okay, Woody, what about? Well, Cora, I see you got Minnie Mouse on a picture of Minnie Mouse on your hat, and I just wonder if growing up you were a Mouse Club fan. Well, yes, Woody, I was. I love the show. In fact, my mother she sewed me some little felt ears that I wear when I watch the show. Well, me too, Cora. I was a big fan, and my mother made me some mouse ears too, and we got a lot in common. So I wonder if after the season I could come see you in Seattle, or Ballard actually, and have a cup of tea or meet your parents and, talk about the Mickey Mouse Club. Woody? Yeah, we could talk about the Mouse Club. Woody, I'd like that. You're invited. So that fall, after silver salmon, Woody put the stewbudge away and he gave the engine a pat and a promise instead of the overhaul. And he traveled down to Seattle, Ballard, and he called on Cora, had that tea, met her parents, and with a little bit of prodding, he invited her out on a date. They went to a potluck at the Sons of Norway Hall with a square dance, more of a square head dance. And Woody ended up spending the winter in Ballard. He took a job hanging net. In the spring they married and traveled back up to Alaska to fish together on the stewbudge. A few years later, their union was blessed with children. They had twin boys, and they named them Spin and Marty after the characters on the Mickey Mouse Club. Spin and Marty have since grown up and moved on, but Cora and Woody are still in love, and they still fishing together on the stewbudge. I thought I saw them here earlier this evening, because I like to have them stand up, and, well, I guess I don't see them. They're probably down at the Voodoo, where the booze is a little cheaper. But it doesn't matter, because if we don't see them here this weekend, we'll see them next season on the grounds on Bristol Bay, Alaska, where the tide has an up and down of 30 feet, and the currents are so strong that sometimes fishermen pay more attention to the physical needs of their anchors than to the emotional needs of their spouses.